would you like to do the first intro of
2021?
2020. What do you want? Do you want to touch it?
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Hi, welcome to Uncorked Mamas. Join us tonight.
Ding dong, bing, gada, bing, bong.
Oh, it is recording now. I thought she wasn't.
Okay,
Let's go.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Erika.
And I'm Brooke.
And we are so happy to have you join us for the first episode of 2021.
Oh, yeah.
So grab some wine, you guys. You know what to do.
Let's do this. It's Uncorked Mamas.
Oh,
Feels good to hear that song again.
it does. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be here. New year.
Holy
I'm not
smokes.
going to say new year, new me, because that's weird.
It's a new year. It's a new me. Feels so good.
Yes.
What the heck?
I can't believe. So you guys, a full year of Uncorked Mamas, all the things that happened. Brooke, I have to say I'm so proud of you.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
You've come so far.
Yeah, I'm getting
You really
there.
have.
I'm getting there. I still get like weird. It's weird.
Actually, I can say, so after our last episode, I called Erika the other day to go over like future details and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I was nervous to tell you because I wasn't sure how you take it because I know you're very like, I don't know.
Oh,
what do you think?
When it's like outside of the box, I don't know. You guys,
this
change
might be too much.
Yeah, change is weird.
But I was so proud of her because you were on the other end of the phone and you were just like, okay.
All right.
Yeah. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, usually I'm like, well.
You're like, let's talk about that another time.
Yeah, I do. I like to like push things off.
Or think about it. But
Yeah.
I was just, honestly, like, it just felt really good to know that you and I are on the same page, same wavelengths, and we are just in it to win it. So bring it on, 2021.
To win it. Well, let's start with some wine. You want to start?
Let's do
wine?
this. No, introduce it because it's very special.
It is. If you guys follow us,
Ting-a-ting.
Ding-a-ding-ding-ding. If you guys watch our lives and follow us on Facebook or Instagram.
Yes.
Uncorked
And now,
YouTube. YouTube. Okay, so Brooke set us up with it. You're better at this than me, but with a channel.
Yes. So we have a YouTube channel. It's Uncorked Mamas, and we are going to now be putting all of our episodes up. So like this will be on there. Obviously, you won't see our faces doing it. But when we do lives, those will also be streaming on YouTube.
Okay.
And then on the side there too, we'll be doing kind of a vlog of our life. And, you know, the behind the scenes, our family, maybe even like mom tips and tricks, like the whole shebang. And then even like products that we use that we love.
Yes.
So
I'm so excited.
A little bit of everything. Also, we'll be able to let you guys know more later on about merchandise and stuff that we're bringing your way.
That is so weird.
I know.
I didn't think people would be interested. So, by the way, Joey's like, why aren't you guys start off with wine glasses?
Right? I know. That's a great idea. But, I mean, I would buy a wine glass. But I thought the best one that popped up was the wine stopper.
The wine stopper. So, yeah, you guys, let us know what you think.
Holy moly.
Would you buy a wine glass or a wine stopper?
Or both.
A 2 for 1.
Yeah, 2 for 1.
Anyways. Okay. We'll get to anyways. So I'm at the store buying some wine, naturally. And this wine pops out to me because if you guys watch our lives, you know we have an awesome guy who records our lives for us and just hangs out with us.
Yes.
Josh.
Yes.
With Perspektiv Media. Josh, you are awesome. You put up with so much with Brooke and I.
So much of Erika.
It is me.
It's
I'll admit it.
her.
It's totally me. I'm
just kidding.
like, Josh, do you have this? Josh, can you put on music? Josh, I need you. Josh, how's my hair?
Yes.
So but you know what? He's a great sport.
He's such a good sport.
And then we nitpick what he wears.
I know. Poor guy.
Oh.
He's like probably thinking, I hate my life.
Yes. So I grabbed some Josh wine. It's Josh Cellars. It's a rosé.
Rosé all day.
All day. Vintage 2019. Blended and bottled by Joseph Carr.
Oh.
Joseph Carr, whoever you are.
What does it say? What does it say there on the top?
So it says, this is Joseph. He says, I created my wines as a tribute to my dad, Josh.
Aww.
He's always on my mind.
Oh, that's sweet.
So Josh Carr is the founder and son. Oh my God. So that is actually the sweetest thing. I love this. It says our rosé is crisp, refreshing, and bright, light with flavors of white, peach, and strawberry, and scents of nectarine. This wine is perfect for sunsets and summer days.
Okay, now I'd like to I'm not bringing in the negative vibes.
Okay.
But that whole description right there just scared me and said she dry. I'm scared.
It's a rosé. Rosés aren't dry. Well, we about to find out. It's a very, you guys have to know though, it's a very pretty color.
Very pretty. Pretty
so
and
pretty.
lethal.
Oh, so pretty.
Oh, I feel pretty and witty and
gay.
Oh, but
I pity any girl who isn't me.
Okay.
It's dry.
I told you.
Okay. Cheers to 2021
Cheersies.
and whatever
Episode
it brings
1.
our way.
That was sweet.
It's fine.
Say it again. That was so sweet.
All I said was cheers to 2021 and whatever comes our way.
Oh,
That's right.
Do it again.
Okay.
Yes.
Cheers again.
Okay.
Oh, it smells
Sniffy. We never do this.
Oh, I don't mind that. It's nice. It's not dry. It's not like super. Okay, Brooke hates it. Well, so let's be honest, you guys. Does Brooke like any wine that we try?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay.
I like some.
You do. This is not a dry wine. This is.
It's got an aftertaste
a little
of stinky
kick.
socks. Ow!
It's good. It's good. I like this. It's very.
At what point do you say, "Oh yes, I taste the peach"?
Okay. Well, I don't taste peach.
Why put that on there?
Did it say peach?
Yeah.
Life's a peach. Oh, white peach and strawberry. I do taste the strawberry.
You do?
Okay, no,
You
this
do?
is, and it does say perfect for sunsets and summer days. It tastes like summer. It tastes like a summer day.
Yes.
Tastes like a summer day. I like it.
Well, thank you so much, Josh Wine.
I like it. I think it's good. You guys, I would buy this again wholeheartedly.
Okay,
Is that my phone going off?
I feel so grateful that we were able. You know what? It's if you could turn down the volume on his little speaker, it's actually Josh's phone going off through his speaker through his computer.
Okay. See, he never leaves us.
I know he wanted to be here.
Mm-hmm, okay.
So,
anyways, let's start this episode off. Brooke, what do you have for me? Let's talk.
We
haven't
it
talked
out.
in a few weeks.
I know, isn't that weird? It's so weird.
It is weird.
Okay, so I have quite a few things that I was going to bring up.
Okay.
One, actually not being a light topic, actually.
Okay. All right.
So something that Corey and I went through.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to say Finley was in kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
And so one night we were at the school. They're having like a big, what is it? It's like you can go and play games at the school. It's like a rec night or something.
Yeah, like not a carnival.
Yeah, kind of like a carnival
like
night.
a school carnival.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. To raise money and stuff.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we all were at the school. We're having a grand old time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting ready to leave. And Corey was standing there and Finley was leaning into him. And he reached under Finley's like chin and was just kind of like playing with her hair, But anyways, he grazed her chin and felt a lump actually in her like throat chin area. And yeah. And so being concerned, he's like, wait, feel this, And so I felt it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like when did that happen? Like, what is that? So we were a little nervous.
Yeah.
So we took Miles and Avery. I don't even know. I think maybe my mother-in-law took them. Mm-hmm. And we took her to Med Express.
Okay.
And so the doctor there was like, you know what? This might be like, it could be an array of things. Mm-hmm. So in the meantime, we take her to her doctor. And then she's like, yeah, you need to get that checked out. And so.
Was it large?
So it was probably the size of a marble.
Okay.
And so of course I try not to think the worst, and I try to be really positive, but when you Google, it's scary in Google.
You have to, don't Google.
Yeah, you Google and everyone's dying. We went to our doctor. She had an ultrasound ordered. We took her in to get an ultrasound, which anyways ended up leading us to taking her to Children's Hospital, and she had to have surgery.
Oh my God. I didn't even know about this.
Yeah. We had an idea of what it could be. The doctor wasn't sure if it was for sure. I can't tell you what the name of it was, but a thyroglossal, which was a possibility, which is basically like if Finley were to be a twin, but she kind of like what's the word? Basically ate her twin if she would have.
In the womb?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like it would have been like a cyst of like her leftover twin. Like they'd say sometimes you could find like hair or teeth in it, like all kinds of weird stuff. I know it's gross, right? But anyways, then
I don't know what to think about that.
I know.
That's weird.
So that was an option.
Okay.
There's a couple of options. So anyways, this got brought up because Netflix has Teen Mom 2 on there. You can like binge watch it.
I've seen it. Yes.
And I'm a big Teen Mom fan. So I was binging, and there was a part that came up where Leah and Corey had to take their daughter and have her put under for an MRI or whatever it was. And it brought back the memory of Corey and I when we went to the hospital. I remember Finley had like her favorite stuffed animal with her.
How old was she?
She kindergarten. And I remember, you know, like we're getting her all ready. We get her into her little gown. And I don't know why, but I picked Finley up and took her back, and Corey went out to the waiting room with my parents. And so I took her back, and then I had to lay her on the table. And yeah, it made me really upset. And I just remember them saying, okay, just, you know, talk to her and tell her something like, you know, like talk to her, tell her you love her. And anyways, sorry.
I don't know why I'm crying. I'm so sorry.
Because it's so hard. Because in this
baby.
moment, I didn't expect myself to be overwhelmed by emotion. You know, she has to have this surgery. Like, she's going to be fine. But like the moment where I had to literally hold my child's hand and watch her, you know, become asleep in front of me, it was so overwhelming that I just like, I remember running out of that room sobbing, holding her stuffed animal. And I'm like, I came out and Corey was holding me. He's like, I don't know why you went back. And I'm like, I don't know why I went back. Yeah. It was just like out of habit.
Something in that moment. Yes. Yeah. And I understand that.
Yeah. And so it was.
Oh my gosh. That alone.
It was.
Right, that's your baby. You're not supposed to. Right, we're not supposed to do that for our baby.
No.
We're not supposed to lay them down and watch them go under.
No.
No.
And it was like, honestly, it was very traumatizing. I had nightmares about it for a really long time. Like, it took me a while to get over. And anyway, so the doctor came out. Come to find out, she actually had a infected lymph node. It was infected, and so it needed to be removed. It wasn't going to get any better. It was just one of those things it needed to be taken out.
Okay.
So, and she ended up being just fine, and we moved on with our lives.
Right.
But it just made me think about, like all of these parents that do have to go through that and have to, you know, experience that. It was such a heart-wrenching feeling, and I don't know. I guess it was one of those stories I needed to share because I know so many people have to go through this, and it's not just once. Like,
I was just going to say, so many people probably have to multiple times,
and I can't even imagine.
Yes. My girlfriend had to with her son. God, he was less than 2. His tear ducts, kept getting clogged.
Oh,
and he had to go under not once but twice.
Really?
And she said, "You will never know what that's like until you're in that moment." And even when she was telling me about it, I was, getting teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so overwhelming.
Being a parent, I'm sorry, but they don't prepare you for shit like that.
I know they don't, because you don't expect to have to go through that.
No.
At all.
Not at all.
Like, even on Teen Mom, that's what she said. You know, everybody, when they prepare to have a baby, you're expecting to have this healthy, happy child, and you're going to go on with your life and raise this great family.
Yes.
And then when you're dealt cards that you didn't expect, it's like, you know, in the whole process of watching her on the TV, she's going, why my baby? You know, why? Mm-hmm. And I mean, I never thought I would have to feel that until I actually did it. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like we had a couple of scares with Miles, but he like with other medical things, but we never had to put him under. And I remember that being hard because you're at a big hospital and he's got to lay down on this bed and the doctor's got to look at him and you have to go through all this stuff. And you're like, I just want him to be okay.
Right. And you have to hold it together. So, that's it about being a parent too, is right. So, you know, they're scared. They're terrified and you're their protector. So you have to hold your shit together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, and it took every ounce of me to like hold it together while Finley, like, I just, the moment they're like, just, you know, tell her you love her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm saying goodbye to her. Right. Yeah.
Like I'm putting a dog down.
Oh, no.
Like, I'm like, terrible. I don't like this.
Yeah. It's an awful feeling, you know, and that's it. Like becoming a parent. I remember being angry when, I had Joseph, they took him. Why don't they tell you that stuff?
Yeah.
Why don't they tell you? You guys, this is life. I know.
Yeah.
But no, I was just so angry. I get angry when like, you don't tell me that there's going to be something wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
We talk about baby showers and the happiness and blah,
yes.
Blah. No, things are not supposed to be wrong.
No.
When I have a baby, things are supposed to be perfect.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like they always tell us that. Rich, why would they tell us anything
there's
different?
There's no pamphlet that's like, hey, if A, B, and C happens,
right.
this happens. Like, it's just like, hey, we'll just see when it happens.
Yeah, we'll just go.
Just go with the flow.
Just go with it. So, I know.
You know, it's funny. I mean, it's not funny because you went through the process of having to leave the hospital without Joseph. And my mother-in-law, I just found this out the other day, had to leave the hospital without Corey. Yeah, for 10 days.
Oh, my God. No.
And Corey swore it was because they hadn't picked a name for him. That was not the case.
Oh,
it was because he had jaundice.
Yes.
Isn't that wild?
That is crazy. And yes, jaundice is a huge, because that's what Joseph turned into, and we almost had to keep him longer.
Really?
Yes.
Because, see, I thought, like Miles, he had jaundice. And I remember them being like, they call it like the billow pad or
no, billy blanket. Billy blanket. Yep.
Okay. We never had a billy blanket, but they were like, hey, just like let them be in the sunlight and stuff like that. And so that's what we did. But like, I didn't know jaundice was that intense where you had to stay for 10 days.
So yes, there's different levels, and you guys forgive me.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So I think it's like a 1 to 14. Oh my God. 1 to something. Anyways, you guys, if you're listening going, Erika, you're so wrong.
No, but I mean, okay, so there's different levels.
I'm going to say that.
Okay.
And depending on where they're at, yes. So you can either, which we had to do, where this is awful and I hated it and it's terrible looking at. They put your baby with little things over their eyes.
Oh, like in a tanning bed?
Light. It looks like a tanning bed for a baby. Oh. But I hated Joseph being under there.
Now, was this something at the hospital or you took home with you?
No, this is at the hospital.
Okay.
Now, depending on where they are is where you can get the option to do the billy blanket.
Oh.
But so we were already at the hospital. They were already treating him for that one issue or whatever. Right. So she's like, we're going to have to throw him under the light.
Throw him under
there. Throw
him under there.
Anyways, so Corey's must have been pretty bad for them to keep him 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah,
I know. And I thought it was so funny because he's like, I'm pretty sure it's because they couldn't name me. And I'm like,
Corey. That would be something Corey would say.
They would send you home, Corey. He's like, I need to call my mom.
Mom.
I'm like, okay. All right. So anyways, that's what I had to bring to the table.
Thank you for sharing that. I had no idea. I did not know that you went through that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that, you go through in life, and like you said, you don't anticipate them, and it's wild. It was wild to see that on TV and then have that remembering emotion.
Yeah.
I cry every time I saw like Leah going through it with her girls. And I was just like, oh my gosh. It was like PTSD or something with Finley,
Oh, I believe it.
So, okay. So let's go to commercial.
Oh, yeah.
And when we come back,
sure,
you can bring up a topic.
Okay. All right.
When planning a wedding, you focus on a few major key components. One, being the videographer and photographer. You want the best company to capture your big day. Perspektiv Media does just that. They have everything you could hope for and more, leaving you with lasting memories for a lifetime. So stop calling around and trust me when I say Perspektiv Media is what you need. Call 810-247-7700 or check out their website www.ti-v.com and get a look at their options. They also offer family portraits as well as high quality photography for real estate properties. Again, call 810-247-7700 and get the perspective you're wanting.
Okay. So, I was gonna bring something else up, but to kind of go along with what you had brought up earlier in the podcast. So, okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So over Christmas, whatever, I started noticing that Joseph walks pigeon-toed.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So does Miles.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's the thing. So my mom tried bringing it up like a couple months ago, and I was like, no, he doesn't. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, right?
Yes.
It's your child. So
yes.
no one knows like you do.
Yes.
And I kind of chewed my mom's head off. Sorry, Mom. And I was just like, no, he's fine. Whatever. Why would you say that? Blah, 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 blah. Well, now that I was watching him and he's walking more, running more, I'm noticing it's really getting more noticeable.
Sure.
So I kind of wanted to share with you guys, and maybe there's no ending to this journey yet. I don't know what's about to happen.
Right.
So it's kind of like a journey if you guys want to come with me on it.
Okay. Yeah.
So I had called the pediatrician. He's due for that year and a half, I think you go.
Yeah.
And so she's like, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you come in a little bit earlier than you're supposed to, and we'll check him out and we'll kind of decide if he needs to go see a specialist or not.
Okay.
So I have an appointment next week.
Okay.
And we're going to see what she says. Of course, like we talk about Google, right? Mm-hmm. I refused. So I have not gone on Google.
Yeah.
I will not go because I just don't want to know. But it's funny though, that now that I've brought it up to family members, people are like, oh yeah, I've seen it. I've noticed it. I'm like, why didn't anyone say anything? But my mom was like, Erika, you were like hard to talk to about it. So I will share with that. Yeah, no, you don't want to hear that. That's your child. Yeah. Whatever. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. It could be nothing. It could be, hey, he'll grow out of it, right?
Right.
Or it could be
he might need braces.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
my brother had them.
Yeah. Wow. And I think he's young enough now to where, right, we could kind of figure it out. But so I just wanted to share with you guys kind of what had happened over Christmas and, things that we noticed. I also have to share one other thing, but I will let you guys know. I will totally keep you updated on what the doctor says and what route we go and what they say. And I don't know if anyone else is seeing the a girlfriend of mine, her nephew walks on the inside of his foot.
Sure.
And he has to wear braces.
Okay.
And he's the same age as Joseph.
Yeah.
He was born maybe a month before.
Okay.
So we were like trading stories.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. And so I'm a little nervous because Joseph kind of walks on his tiptoes too.
Sure.
On top of being pigeon-toed.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Yeah. My mom said that my brother was, and he had to have braces.
Did he? Okay.
And then Miles, we noticed Miles, he walked like that when he was young, and we did not take him to a specialist. And he actually has one foot that is turned in a little bit more than the other.
I never noticed.
Yeah.
All the times I've been around Miles, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like
I noticed, but we probably had the bad parents because we didn't take him. We were just like, I think, like in my mind, I'm thinking he'll just grow out of it because it wasn't like terrible or anything.
Yeah.
But it's totally noticeable.
Oh, well, now that you said something.
Yeah, you can look. I'll show you. I think it's his right foot.
Yeah. So That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I know it's probably more common. It's more common
for corn.
Common.
Yes.
Then you probably think about, I know, right? Pigeon toad's not that big of a deal, but if we can correct it, I think I would like to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. So the appointment's next week. Maybe I'll have some updates for you guys on that soon. So yeah, I just wanted to
keep us posted, and we'll have some good vibes in our minds for them.
Thank you.
It'll be good.
So, but also speaking of Christmas break,
I
have to share a story with you guys. It's a little unsettling.
Oh God.
So to kind of prepare you, I don't want to say trigger warning.
Trigger?
But
guns?
No.
Trigger warning.
But anyway,
what does that mean?
I don't know. Like, people get weirded out by things.
Oh, okay. So just warning.
Oh. It's not super like dun dun dun.
Is it
but
worse
it's a little,
than, hey, I'm gonna put my child in an empty room and let him cry?
No.
Okay.
But
okay.
Let me just say, it was a big wake up call for me.
Okay, bring it out.
So, Christmas.
Yeah.
Right? What are we doing? We're out shopping.
Yes.
Okay. So my husband's now on midnights. We're trying to figure this out, right? Okay. And I'm learning that, Erika, you're going to just start doing things by yourself. He's at work.
Okay.
Right. He works 7 to 7. Anyways, regardless.
Okay.
It's the morning time. Joseph's up. I have to grab a few things. It's like a couple days before Christmas.
Okay.
I'm going to just say this. I never shop at Walmart. I hate Walmart.
Okay.
I hate Walmart.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a Myers fan.
I love Myers. It's okay. You said Myers. I let you go with it.
Thank you. Yes. Okay.
I hate Walmart.
Okay. Yes. So,
but the thing I needed was at frickin' Walmart.
Okay.
So I go in the morning.
Okay.
Thinking everything's fine. Now, this is a wake-up call. I wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's a wake-up call just for every mom. Mm-hmm. It's sad that we have to think of this, but we do. Now, Brooke and I live next to a border. We live right next to Canada.
Yes.
So we may see certain things more than other people, but I don't know.
Sure.
I just had walked into, I know I'm hitting.
Did you see my face?
She's like, why are you hitting?
No. Go ahead.
I'm walking, no, you're okay. I'm walking into Walmart and so Joseph's got cute jeans and a cute little sweater and
he's always dressed so cute.
I tried to make sure he always looks like he's got his shit together.
I am obsessed with Carhartt and his freaking hat.
It's Carhartt hat is so cute on
him. I love it.
And he's got a little Carhartt jacket. I know. Yes.
He's
I
so
buy
cute.
Name brand. I know you guys shoot me, whatever.
He's adorable.
He's cute.
Okay.
So he's in the cart.
Okay.
And walking in and I'm not looking at him. I mean, he's right there with me, but I'm like looking around or whatever. This man. Now we're all in masks. In Michigan, it is mandatory.
Yes.
I believe it is everywhere. Well, Michigan is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this man walks up to me and he goes, "Oh my God, Merry Christmas." And at first I'm like, "Oh, Merry Christmas." Hi. And I'm trying to be polite. Mm-hmm. And he goes, You and your son look like a Kennedy, which I don't, if you guys know what that means.
Okay. The Kennedy family.
The Kennedy family. My dad said, well, they're very good looking people. So
yes.
I don't, whatever.
They were a very, very pretty family.
They were very pretty family. Yes. So yes. So I was like, okay. And he goes, you might want to watch yourself with a kid that good looking. Someone might take him.
Oh.
And
was that a pre-warning to him taking him?
Right. So, I was just like, really, I did not feel unsettled until that comment.
Right.
And whether you are joking or not, I don't think that's a joke.
Yeah.
And I walked away pretty unsettled and to this day feel very unsettled.
Yeah.
I have made it a point to take different ways home.
Yeah. Because you feel like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. In all reality, I think we all need to be honest that, holy shit.
That was honesty for him.
That scared the living hell out of me. That scared me. Because, I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
You know how most people have a baby and their fear is SIDS or anything? My fear.
Is it abduction
was abduction.
Yes.
My fear was always in the middle of the night, someone would come and take Joseph.
Yeah. Yes. I remember you saying
That fear has now
gone up.
Resurfaced.
Yeah.
And like, times 100, because I'm constantly on the go with Joseph. Like we're constantly, I mean, yes, we're on lockdown, and so I wasn't for a while, but we're going to the grocery store, going to my mom's,
you're out and about.
Out and about.
Yes.
That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I changed the way I do things with him.
I think in all honesty, the guy probably thought he was sending like a good compliment in a like backhanded joking way.
Right.
But regardless, people do need to watch what they say, because this day and age, people friggin' kidnap kids, moms, whatever. Like it's candy.
Bro, as a woman, what are we taught, Brooke? You and I are both taught growing up. The first thing you do when you get in your car somewhere, we lock
the door.
I keep my keys in the middle of my fingers because guess what?
Yeah. If you need to punch, you punch.
That's what we're taught, because unfortunately, guess who it happens more to? Women.
Yeah.
Well, now that you have a child, oh my God. So like when I put Joseph, the first thing I do with Joseph is I put him in the car seat.
Yep. Me too.
And you guys, I don't know, this is just a tip. If you guys have tips, I'd love to hear them. I put him in the car seat, strap him in first before I put my groceries or anything.
Yeah, me too. I do too.
When I shut that door, I automatically lock it.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I'll unlock it to open the back hatch to put my groceries in.
Yes. Yes.
And then I lock it again, and then I unlock it when I go to the front seat.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No, I mean, it's a lot of locking. But regardless,
I'm freaked out.
I have gotten to the point now where, actually, it's a really funny story, because I took the kids to the park one day, one of the parks that I normally don't go to. And it's not like on the best part of town.
Okay.
So anyways, but I decided to take the kids there. I thought it'd be a lot of fun. And then I thought, oh, maybe we'll go and walk down by the water and we'll do that. And anyways, I got inside my head thinking, here's a mom with 3 kids. She's vulnerable. She can't save all of the kids if someone were to like jump in and take them.
Don't say that.
I'm thinking this, okay? No. And then I even had like this this vision of me like walking away, and I'd be on like one of those friggin' shows where it was like the last footage they had of her and her kids was this. And I'm like, what the so I decided to go and put the kids into the truck. And so Miles and Finn are in, and I'm putting Avery into his car seat. Well, what's happened? We're vulnerable because our backs are to the world. So I'm putting Avery into the car. Now, mind you, I'm about to swear. So this is what I said. So anyways, I'm putting Avery. Now I have my hood up. So when my hood was up, so I couldn't really see around me too well. And I put Avery into the seat, and I kind of like glanced back behind me, and I thought I saw someone.
Because of your hood?
Yes. And I said, holy fuck. And then the kids, you should have saw their face.
Like, Mom?
And I was like, oh my God. And so I finished putting Avery in. I hurried up. I hopped in the car, and my mom goes, Finley goes, are you okay? I'm like, kids, I think I just shit myself. That's literally what I said. You can ask the kids.
Oh, man.
I scared myself shitless because I thought, because it's such a vulnerable spot. You have to turn your head to everything else around you, and your spidey senses are like going off like there's someone freaking there. Yeah. And you got to get your kid into the seat. So someone told me, and listen, this is actually kind of like, this would be hard to do. It'd be really like an inconvenience. But if you put your kid in the seat, shut the door, and then get in there and put them in, then you're locked inside. But it's like you got to lean over the seat, and it's uncomfortable. And what if he's squirming? So anyways, but
it's a tough one. But yes. I guess, yes, right? Your back is to the world. You're vulnerable. But I try to
you glance back.
Me
too.
I make myself fully aware what's around. But
me too.
I guess it's also easy to fall into it'll never happen to me.
Yes.
And that was a wake-up call for me. And I really do want it to be a wake-up call for everyone. No, am I saying live in fear? No. I'm just saying
be aware.
That was scary. That was actually scary, and it's sitting with me. It's been sitting with me.
Yeah.
And I did not like the feeling I felt. My mom actually was like, you should have had someone walk you out to your car at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was midday, early morning. I'm sorry. And still, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
And, I've heard also like they try to distract you. So was he a distraction for someone else
to grab the baby? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So see, personally, because I have been down that road many of times, like where I have felt uneasy and I think, am I being followed? Like I worried about the kids being taken. Mm-hmm. It's especially when, I don't know what it is, but ever since that whole, like, they work in a group and they'll follow you into the store and then they'll kind of, like you said, they'll kind of like they'll watch you until you go out and then they kind of bombard you. Mm-hmm. And anyways, it made me very like nervous and scared. And I've always been aware of my surroundings. Growing up, my mom always watched those crime shows. Mm-hmm. So her and I talked a lot about it. Yeah. And so I was always aware of my surroundings. I think people always thought that maybe I was like a very worried person. Mm-hmm. But there's people that could look at me and I go, I don't know about you. And it's just, it scared me. And so anyways, but regardless, I hate to say this, but the feeling's going to hang on for a while because it is what it is until eventually you're like, okay. And it kind of just fizzles out on its own. But I think you'll always be more aware of, it was even more aware. Mm-hmm. It was. I mean, you're already aware, but it's going to make you even more aware. And it definitely did. And I had to share that because holy shit, you guys, that was scary. Yeah. So, yeah, it is scary. It is. Okay. Well, you've scared me. Yeah. Now that I've scared you, you guys have a great night. Yes, that was fun. I'm just kidding. Well, what do you think? What? Oh. Should we call it a night? You want to call it a night? I know. I'm not ready to not look at your face. I know. Keep looking at me. Keep smiling. Oh, God. Here we go again. We got to come up with some new material. We do. We need some new songs. We need some new songs, some new bloopers. Bloobies? Guys, if you have ideas for songs, let's comment them. Question, comment, concern, or concern. I'm excited for our next live, you guys. If you have not caught some of our lives, we do go live on Facebook and Instagram. And now it's going to be Facebook and YouTube. Yes. And we actually have a set date. So, guys, on January 19th, 8:30 Eastern Central Time, we will be going live. You can check that out at Uncorked Mamas on our Facebook, or you can check us out at Uncorked Mamas on YouTube. Yes. I'm so excited. I know. You guys, we're here because of you. So thank you so much. I appreciate everything you guys did for us in 2020. So let's just make 2021 even bigger. Okay, guys. All right. Bye, you guys. Bye.